PMDG 737 going in MSFS 24. If you do it like in 2020, you have some problems with the PMDG. First, let me show you what the problem is. Choose free flight, PMDG Boeing 737, and normally you would start a flight choosing a gate as starting point. My last flight was to Birmingham. Normally you would choose a gate. Let's take this, set as departure, and start the flight. I'm on Xbox, by the way. There we are. The buildings coming. Let's say ready to fly. The cockpit. Power up for the plane. It's already powered up. The main problem is you can't get trim. The trim wheel has no function. Only around 4. That's the main problem, and you have also problems with the auto trim. In the air, you can't hold the plane in the air. So I found a workaround in a forum, and the flight simulator forum. Let's go to the main menu again. Free flight again. And now let's go to Birmingham again. You choose as the start location a runway entry point. Let's take the 33. Set as departure. Start flight.
Tower, PMDG X-ray.
You ask automatically for departure and you will get the takeoff clearance. That's one little problem because you get the takeoff clearance and so you can't ask for taxi later. Well, it's only a small problem.
Takeoff runway tree. PMDG X-ray Bravo uniform 6014.
Cleared for takeoff, ready to fly. Then we are on the runway. Takes a moment to load the plane. There we are. And the good thing is, let's wait until the EFB works too. It starts with the panel state you have here as startup state. For me, it's A. Every time I finish a flight, I save the panel state as A and set it up at startup state. And then I have the plane like it was on the gate at the end of the last flight. You can see it from outside. There are the loaders, the GPU, and the doors open because I was on the jetway. Even in the plane, all is the same. Your amount of fuel, 3.9 tons that I had at the end of the last flight, and even the brake temperature. So what you have to do is go to the slew mode. Put it here. Slew. By default, if you have a keyboard connected to the Xbox, it's Shift and Set. Okay. Let's try it. Shift Set does not work. That's what I found is you have to disconnect and connect the keyboard. Let's do it. One moment. Disconnect. Now I disconnected the keyboard and connected it again. Shift and oh, sorry. Shift and Set, and now you're in the slew mode. Now you can, with the controller, put the plane to any gate you want. Let's take this. Seems okay. Shift Set again. And there you are. And now you can start the flight as usual. There are only two problems. One that I found. One is the TCAS. You can put it on the ground, but in the flight, it recognizes the plane you're flying as a threat, as a different traffic. So you always get the traffic warning in the TCAS. We can show it later. So you have to leave the TCAS off in flight. And the other problem is that you have no voices at the pushback. Let's do it. First, close the door and send away the loaders. One filter on, APU on. Let it start. Loaders are away. APU is ready. APU power. And collision on. APU lead. Now we should be ready for pushback. Turn us left 90 degrees. Pushback truck. Parking brake is set. Remove chocks. And remove chocks. And start pushback. Normally you would hear the voices, ground, cockpit to ground, ready for pushback. Pushback truck ready, will release parking brakes or something like this. This does not work with the 737 at the moment. So only release the parking brake. Then it will start to push back. X off. Start engine number 1, 2. Spooling up. Show you that the trim works. TG. Why does not give it a trim? Okay, but it works. See, trim works. We have only no passengers, no cargo. Only the fuel. Let's take 487. Pushback completed. Parking brake set. Start engine number 1. Oh, I forgot the fuel pumps. Engine number 1. Flaps. Off. APU bleed off. Engine bleed on. fuel in the center tanks. Good. Now we can start taxiing without ATC because we have already the clearance. Parking brake off. Let's go. I have no flight plan, so we can't do VNAV and LNAV. We will do a manual start. Holding point. And now I'll leave the TCAS on because I can see the traffic that is coming here, and I will wait for him. No, yeah. I have to set the parking brakes because we are so light without passengers and cargo. I think it's amazing how it works now on Xbox even. See. There's another plane for start. There he's coming. Oh, let's say we are cleared for lineup. gate. Stiff weight. Yeah. Now you see this yellow point. And there's a TCAS warning.
Birmingham Tower, PMDG X-ray Bravo
Don't have
Uniform
to
6014, frequency change.
switch off the TCAS.
Manchester Center, PMDG X-ray Bravo Uniform 6014 is tied to
Wow.
point 737, 2 miles northwest of Birmingham, 2,500 feet. Request flight following. PMDG X-ray Bravo Uniform 6014, Manchester Center, Squawk 5135.
You see autopilot works.
Squawk 5135, PMDG X-ray Bravo Uniform 6014.
It's up.
PMDG X-ray Bravo Uniform 6014. Radar contact 2 miles northeast of Echo Golf Golf Tango Bravo, 5,900.
Works fine.
025. Roger. PMDG X-ray Bravo Uniform 6014. PMDG X-ray Bravo Uniform 6014. Contact Cosford approach.
So, that's all.
5,000.